David McLeod here, your life mastery coach, founder of The Magic of I Am, and creator and host of the Daily Affirmation program. Welcome to this week's video. I think there's some confusion about the concept of authenticity, and I'd like to discuss this a little bit and hopefully clear up some of the misunderstanding. What does authenticity actually mean anyway? What does it mean to show up authentically? Well, perhaps a good place to start is to examine what the opposite looks like. I think we all have ways of representing ourselves, so to speak, so that we look good in the eyes of others in order to gain their acceptance and approval. This is especially true when we are in unfamiliar surroundings or when we are meeting new people for the first time. I'm sure you've heard some variation of the saying, you only get one chance to make a first impression. Well, what do you do when you're about to make a first impression? Obviously, this is going to depend to some extent on the circumstances, but I'll bet you go through some process of checking in with yourself and deciding how you're going to show up. This will impact the clothes you wear, the attitude you assume, the kinds of words you choose, and so on. But underneath that thought process, there's very likely a desire to create circumstances that will increase the likelihood that the other person or people will like you and accept you, right? So the real question is, what do you choose to show people about yourself, and what do you choose to hide? And deeper than that, for those parts of yourself that you choose to reveal, do you reveal them truthfully, or do you try to present a picture that will cast you in a favorable light? These questions are not meant to make you feel wrong about how you choose to show up. They are meant only to help you gain awareness so that you can be more conscious and intentional about how you do choose to show up. I'm also not suggesting that you should reveal the entire truth about yourself when you first meet someone. To do so would give that person the opportunity to judge you in ways that might not serve your purpose, and in some cases could even be dangerous. But on the other hand, you can always be totally genuine and authentic about everything that you do choose to reveal about yourself. And this can prove to be very valuable. In my experience, people are much more likely to trust me and accept me when I show up fully in who I really am, without pretending to be something or someone else. I found that people have a keen sense of what's real and truthful anyway. So if I try to embellish some aspect of my life in an inauthentic way, that usually gets communicated in subtle, nonverbal ways that can tarnish the impression I'm trying to create. So I've developed a habit of presenting myself as genuinely as I can. I don't draw attention to things that I don't necessarily want people to know about me, but I don't shy away from the truth either if the flow of our connection just happens to move in a particular direction. By showing up authentically, I seem to create an atmosphere that is conducive to trust. But more than that, I notice that others seem inspired to be more authentic as well. That feels good. I encourage you to give that a try this week and maybe develop it as a regular practice. Show up honestly, openly, and authentically, and just notice the inspiration that you create all around you. Blessings on your journey.